This is Lena Shea, an Iowa mom, and today we're going to learn how to do the laundry. And the first thing we have to do when you do laundry is to sort the laundry. And if you've never heard that term before, just think of it this way. If you wash something red with something that's white, you can imagine the dyes that come from this dark red are going to probably make this a different color. And all our artists out there know that would be pink. So we're going to sort, especially the things that are going to bleed. I like to use some laundry baskets in order to do this. And I always sort reds and things that are reddish, you know, that have the red tints to it. Even purple I put in there too, because that tends to be a little intense. I'm going to put dark clothes in one. So if you have something that's, now when I say dark, I'm talking about browns and blacks and things like that that are really dark. And then we'll put whites in another. If you have a zipper, it's a good idea if you fasten the top. Now my husband's really good about doing that, but you can zip it and then fasten the top if you want to do that. Now he'll fasten that. What that does is it protects it from the twisting that happens in the machine that can ruin your zipper. So it'll save your clothes over a long time. Oh, something you got to do though is check the pants for the pockets. Nothing in there. Nothing in there, and he's real good about that too, so I don't even worry about his, but I will demonstrate that. You want to look in the pockets and make sure there's nothing in there. And that's considered dark, so I'm going to throw that in that one. Now here's a pair of jeans, and these are really not very good jeans, but I still will zip it up and can fasten the top. Go through the pockets. There we go. Okay, now here's an example. Oh man, what if I had let that go through the washing machine? That would not be good. So make sure you check the pockets. And you probably figured I planted that there for that purpose. Just to kind of demonstrate. These are dark clothes. Put them in that one. I do like to wash towels separately just because towels take a lot more to dry, and when you wash them you want to make sure that they're not really clunked up with a whole bunch of stuff. And then you come to something like this and you go, okay, now this has darks and whites in it. And I treat this as a light color because we're not having the dark colors bleed into the white. So apparently when they made this, they made sure that they have the colors taken care of. So you're not going to have the bleeding. And then we have something like this. It's an intense color, so I would put that in with the dark colors. And again, reds would be like burgundies. Okay, next is to come to where we have our washing machine and dryer. When you put your clothes in the washing machine, you want to arrange them around the outer part of the machine. Some of them will have a little peg that comes up in here that is part of the mechanism, and so you're not going to see that on this one. This is a high efficiency one. I'm going to arrange my clothes so that it has an even distribution all the way around. You don't want to have something real heavy on one side and then nothing on the other side. You want to have it kind of distributed so that it will wash easier. So as I'm putting things in, I kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to close the lid so I can just show you what I'm doing here. I have a shirt that needs treating. You can see that spot there. And so I just use treatment. I'm not advertising a certain kind. I'm just using any kind of treatment that's going to do a spot treatment. It's called laundry stain remover. And then I always get heavy duty just because usually if I'm going to treat stains, I want to make sure they're gone. And then I see around the neck it looks kind of soiled too. So I'm going to just shoot that a little bit. And looking for any place else. If there's one spot, a lot of times there may be other ones. I don't see any. Okay, so I've treated that, and now I can put that in with the rest of the clothes. Now this particular machine is really one of those high efficiency type machines, and you have to be very careful on that one that you use the high efficiency detergent. So when you're looking for detergent, you can make sure that it has this mark right here. It has that HE on it. And this particular one has a little drawer that pulls out. Now, make sure you measure. Don't just dump. You see people on TV doing that where they just dump stuff in and then they have the machine overflows and you got suds coming out the the door and all that. And makes a funny comedy, but not very good in real life. So make sure you do measure it. And according to where you're at, if you have hard water, you need to use a little more. If you have soft water, you don't have to use as much. We have soft water, so I'm using the least amount on the marker. And then I'm putting that into that little drawer that says liquid detergent. If you're using a powder detergent, you must measure that also. Since I'm using the liquid, I have to put that little insert in there. Okay, then we close it. And everything's ready to go. One of the things you want to really watch, though, is make sure you don't overload it. Now, in this case, I don't have near as many clothes as I could have. I could bring the clothes up into here. But if you get over half, you're going to end up with the clothes not really getting clean. They need room to agitate and to move around in the water. And these high efficiency ones, they don't take very much water, so that's really a plus for that. Otherwise, you might want to wait until you have a fuller load. Okay, I'm going to use the normal setting. I'm going to push the power button. And different machines are going to have a different look. Now, as you can see, this little dial here lights up when I turn it, and I'm turning it to normal. Anyway, I've got it on Echo Warm, which means it's kind of a lukewarm, I guess you'd say, not real warm. And hot is very hot. You just really don't need that for anything unless you have something highly stained that's white, and you know it's not going to shrink. I don't know if I've ever washed anything on hot water. I just don't like to take the chance. The spin, I just leave it at medium, soil level, normal. Okay, now I'm ready to push the button to get it to start. And the beauty of washing machines is that they do it themselves. And after it goes off, then you're going to put your clothes into the dryer. And then make sure that you check the dryer vent. There's not a lot of lint in the trap, but we do want to get rid of any of it. You just kind of scoot your hand over it like that and peel off any of the lint that you find there. Do make sure you empty the dryer vent. We've heard of many cases of fires that people have because they did not do that. Sometimes it's on the top of the dryer, sometimes it's in the door like this one. High temperatures will tend to shrink and can cause things to wrinkle. I do a medium temperature. This is Lena Shea, an Iowa mom, just keeping it simple. And today was laundry day. Hope your laundry turns out really good and no foaming out of the washing machine, which won't happen if you measure your detergent, so don't forget that one. Okay, thanks for watching.